If making caramel sauce is difficult for you, then you are in the right place because that's what we are gonna fix today. Hello and welcome back to Two Sisters Den's new episode of How to Make Perfect Caramel Sauce at Home. Now before we get started, it is very much important to go through some safety precautions guys, because sugar gets incredibly hot when you bring it to caramel temperature. You definitely don't want to be getting any of this on your skin, so when you are making caramel sauce, make sure you have got everything that you need for this recipe ready so that you don't have to panic. There are three types of caramel: wet caramel, dry caramel and hard caramel. Today we are gonna deal with wet caramel. So first let's talk about what kind of pan we require to make caramel. Anything with heavy bottom so that sugar doesn't burn easily. I prefer to use flat pan as it has wider surface area, and for that reason I can spread the sugar in one single layer. If you are using small pan, then sugar granules will be overlapped and the chance of sugar crystallizing and caramel seizing will be more. In a heavy bottom saucepan, add 1 cup of granulated sugar and 1/3 cup of water. Heat the sugar on medium to low heat until it's completely melted. For perfect caramelization, one should not stir it at this stage. Besides, you can gently swirl the pan every 25 to 30 seconds. Friends, do not use icing sugar or powdered sugar because it has impurities, so only use granulated sugar. If you feel that your sugar has some impurities, then replace that with new good quality sugar. And because of water, sugar cooks slowly and evenly and my caramel will not burn. To make sure that your caramel doesn't crystallize, you need to follow some rule. Number 1, do not stir. 2, your sugar should not have impurities. Number 3, all the equipment you are using is clean. And still, if your caramel is crystallizing, you can use 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. That will help the sugar water mixture to remain flowy. You can see water starts boiling and some sugar crystals along the side of the pan. Now what you can do, take a brush, wet it and just wash the side down. I am doing this with a silicone spatula as my brush has damage. So occasionally you can check and run a wet brush along the side of the pan, just the way I am doing. My sugar has turned to light golden color. We need to wait for it to be a really nice amber color. You can see the beautiful amber color. That's what I'm looking for. Now just switch off the heat. Into this I'll be adding 3/4 cup of fresh cream. You can also use heavy cream. Now before going to add this, just make sure that the cream is warm as the sugar is so hot and we need to maintain that temperature. If you add cold cream, then your sugar will be seized. If you are a bitter lover, then you can cook caramel for some more time before adding fresh cream, but be careful as it could burn quickly, and burn taste and smell in caramel is so strong that you can't do anything. Now this is the time you need to be more careful. Since the fresh cream is colder than the hot caramel, the mixture will rapidly bubble up when added. So maintain a safe distance and keep mixing. Now it comes down and I will bring it back on low heat. Let it cook for 3 to 4 minutes and comes to boil. Now technically the caramel sauce is ready, but I like to do an extra step, and that is addition of salted butter. I am adding 4 tablespoons of salted butter. Mix it properly and add 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Now this is optional. If you want, you can enjoy it without adding vanilla essence. As I have used salted butter, that's why I didn't use salt, but if you want, you can add pinch of salt. Now if you want your caramel sauce has to be pouring consistency, then immediately switch off the heat and pour it in another bowl, otherwise your caramel sauce will thicken up because of hot pan. If your caramel becomes thicker but you want thinner consistency, then you can add 2 to 3 tablespoons of milk to get the required consistency. Depending on your preferred consistency, you can increase or decrease the quantity of fresh cream. Like if you want thinner caramel sauce, use more cream and cook for lesser time. And for thicker caramel sauce, use less cream and cook for longer time. You can store the caramel in a closed jar in the fridge for about 1 month, or you can freeze it in a airtight container up to 2 to 3 months. Warm up the caramel for few seconds before using in a recipe. Follow these easy instructions to create sweet salted caramel sauce at home and enjoy this caramel with endless recipes like decorate your cakes, fill your cupcakes, spoon over ice cream, use it as a caramel dip for apples with cinnamon rolls, cheesecake, brownies. The options are endless. So do try it out and let us know. Till then, enjoy this winter with delicious recipes.